Hey folks, welcome to a video. I'm going to explain how I do points in my NASCAR Heat League races. So I've got the Team Duke Truck Series and I've got the Team Duke Cup Series. And because the game does not calculate points automatically, I have to do it myself somehow. So I wanted to share how I do it myself for people that will be helping me out in the Team Duke Truck or Cup Series, and anybody really who wants to do this themselves. So I'm going to have a link to the template document in the description below, and I'm also going to throw in a link to my official rule book for the Team Duke Truck Series that we also use in the Cup Series, just in case you have a rule book that you wanted to look at and compare to one that has worked for about 9 seasons so far in the Team Duke Truck Series, and many more hopefully in the Cup Series and whatnot. And that'll be edited as it needs to be updated and whatnot. The link will work forever. So anyway, here we go. Let me switch over to desktop here. There we go. And now we're looking at this league points template. The last edit was 25 minutes ago, and this is it. This is the template that you guys can make a copy for yourself. I'll go through and explain it. I'll explain how to use it first, and then I'm going to jump into how to edit and how it works and all that. So let's jump right into it. So first things first, I want to show you how you can make your own. So basically what you got to do is you got to click File right here. You've got to click Make a Copy, and then you can call it whatever you want to call it, put it in whatever folder you want to put it in, and then you should be good. And then I just did it accidentally. So anyway, whatever, it'll load in there. I'll delete it later. So I've already got the Team Duke Truck Series or the Team Duke Cup Series points document set up here. So let me just remove a lot of this stuff here. So, well, here we go. We got a race. We have got all these folks right here. I have not done a very good job at setting this up, have I? We've got all that right there, and then let me go and remove the points, and then I will show you how it all worked. So we've got Duke, Caden, Jeff, Hyperdrive, Jake, and Vent, who have all raced at Daytona in my league, and their finishing orders went as follows. It was Caden first, Jeff second, Hyper third, Vent fourth, Jake fifth, and then I came in last because I got wrecked by Vent. And Vent, dude, come on. Anyway, so that's how it went at Daytona, at least. So what I'm going to do now is I need to upload the points so that everybody knows where they stand in the championship and how well they are doing and how well they need to do after. So what I've got here is I've got a bunch of stats on this side where I've just highlighted, and the points, how far behind they are, and it's all pretty good. So what I need to do is I need to, in this positional box score part of the document, I am going to add their finishing positions. So what did I say? I think it doesn't matter because it wasn't a real race. Jeff finished first, and then Hyper second, Jake third, Caden fourth, Vent fifth, and then Duke sixth. So that's how we finished. So I inserted the position that we finished the race in, not the stages, the race. I put them in there, and as you can see here, the stage wins should not be there, and neither should the playoff points, but it has added 1 start to all of our totals. It has updated the average finish for all of us. It shows that right here, Jeff has 1 win. He's the only winner this season so far. And then the people who finished in the top 3, which are Jeff, Hyperdrive, and Jake, obviously they now have top 3s. So what about the stage wins, you might be thinking? Well, you have to insert those manually because it's just not worth having to insert the finishing positions for every stage. So I got a stage win, and so did Vent, who ended up wrecking me. So he also gets 1 there. So you insert those automatically, and then you have the playoff points right here. So if I won a stage, that means I get a playoff point. And Vent won a stage, so he gets a playoff point. And then, of course, Jeff, my man Jeff Gordon, who is racing in our NASCAR Heat League, won the race, so he gets a total of 5 playoff points. Based on that's how the NASCAR point system does it. Of course, you can use your own custom point system, but for example's sake, we're just going to stick with that easy example for now. So now we have the playoff points, the stage wins, and all of the statistics complete. That's all you have to do for that. But the points are really the meat of the situation. And for that, we need to click this scroll bar down here and go all the way over to the points box score. That is where you're going to insert how many points they got in that race. So we said, Jeff, let's say he got 42 points, and then Hyper got 41, and then Jake got 29. Vent got an abysmal 14 somehow, even though he won that stage. Caden got, let's say he got 33, and then I got 38 because that's a neat number. So these are the points, the fictional points I might add, after the race. So, and as you can see right here, we've got them all uploaded, and then the behind is absolutely incorrect. Let me change that really quick. Let me change how that works so that it is good, and somehow I have messed that up. Let's see, 3. What is a happen? I do not know. Okay, hold on. We're getting her done. There we go, and then this should fix it right up. Okay, cool. So, I did a video before this. There was no sound. Sound did not work. OBS really betrayed me at that point. In fact, let me check right now, make sure. Yep, it is recording the sound. So we are good. Anyway, so as you can see, it has updated the points based on what I have inserted in this column here. And it also has updated the behind, how far behind they are. And you're like, well, they're out of order, so what do? Do I have to type them in order? No. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click in the middle of this box, or in the middle of this box. I usually click the driver, actually. So I click the middle of this box, and then I'm going to drag all the way, and it switches back to the positional box score. Don't worry about it. Go all the way off of the spreadsheet, and then it will automatically move you all the way to the end. You need to go all the way to the end because when you sort them, it is sorting every part of their column with it. So you can't just sort the names and the points, because then the columns will be all messed up and their points will change and everything. So you need to highlight the whole dang row so that you can right click, go down to sort range, click Z to A, and then click column C, because column C is the one with the points. So you're sorting by who has the most points, which would be at the bottom normally, to who has the least amount of points is descending. So you're going to click sort, and then there you go. It just automatically changed. Jeff is now the leader. Hyperdrive is behind by 1 point. Then me, Caden, Jake, and Vent are all organized, and the behind is automatically there. So that's basically how you use this thing. My headset turned off, and I can't hear myself anymore, which is really aggravating. Anyway, so we're 8 minutes into this video, and if that's all you need to know, that's all you have to watch. But I'm going to now go in depth to show how exactly it works. So I'm going to go back to the front with the positional box score here, and I'm just going to go through these rows and show you how it works. So we've got this first row here. My headset's still doing me no justice. So we've got the first row here. Come on, buddy. Come on. There it is. Okay, so we've got the first row here. That is row A. And all of these numbers, they're basically just showing this is what position they're in. Pretty easy. I have it going down to 42, and for some reason there's a 28 down there as well. Actually, it's being really bizarre. That's kind of odd how it has done that. Anyway, if you click up here and then drag down and then control, click that little box and then go down farther, it will reset the counting, which is not what you want to do. You want to control and then drag down, and then it'll continue to add more. You can have as many people as you want. That was broken. Anyway, obviously I'm a novice. But anyway, you can add as many as you want. Just click, hold Control on the keyboard, and then drag down after clicking that little box, and you're good. You can add as many people as you want. I'm going to update the points template so that this formatting with the every other color goes all the way down, and then you'll be all set for good. Next is the driver column. You can type in their name. Obviously, I just erased Jeff's name, but what you can do is you can change it to have their number included. That's kind of cool. It makes it look pretty slick. And then hyperdrive, he drives 16, so put that in there. So you can do that. You don't have to. I've actually just recently started adding the number in there. So, and then of course, if you have some really long names, you can drag that out and make it really long, or do whatever you want to do with that. So I usually keep it right there. I think that the longest name we've ever had was Canadian Dark Lord, and then with a number, he was 52. So with the number right there, I usually base it on that. That's how long it should be. So anyway, that's that. Let me add this border back. So that's that. The third column, this is where it gets juicy, folks. Juicy. We've got column C. And column C is where the points are. So this is where the formulas start. So we've got a sum formula, really simple sum formula here. And what this does is we're going to have to scroll all the way over to the points box score. And what it is doing here is it is adding up all of the numbers that are in the row associated with that driver. So basically, let's say Jeff gets 42 points at Daytona, then he comes back at the Glen. He's more of a super speedway driver, so he got 23 points at the Glen. And then Richmond, he came back with 37, and then at Charlotte, he got 38, and then at the Roval, he got 40 because he's not 400. He's not that awesome. I was going to say he's awesome, but not 400 points awesome. Then he got 30 at Loudon, and so on. So basically what that's doing is it is adding all of those numbers together, thrown it into the points column, and then you are all good. No adding at all needed. So then the behind column. So this is similar, but what it's doing is it is subtracting the column or the cell next to this driver's name from the one that is at the top. It's always the one at the top because it's an absolute. So it is the value of C4, which is this cell right here, minus the absolute value of C3, which basically means that it's always going to be C3 no matter what. It's a little bit different in Google like that. So you're subtracting this from this, and then as it goes down, obviously it changes with that. So let's say you have an 8-person playoffs, yeah? 8-person playoffs, hit the thing, put a line in there, because that's pretty slick. Then what you can do is you can go in here, and then you can remove C3 and change the 3 to, that's a 6-person playoffs. You can change it to C8, which is the first person. I'm pointing at the screen. The first person who is above the cut line, right there, you hit enter, and then that changes it. So it's subtracting from that person. Then you click this little square, drag down, and it copies the thing all the way down, except it changes it for each cell. Super duper handy thing there. So let's just change it so that there are some points in here like 10, and then 8, and then 3, whatever, so it'll show obviously how far away from that they are, and you're like, well, what about the top part? So let's change C3 to now C9 right there, and then it'll show you how far ahead the people above are, and then when you copy that function all the way up, it'll copy the formatting to go ahead into clear borders while they're highlighted, and then you are set and good to go. But for that, make sure that when you do the sort, when you sort everybody by dragging all the way, what you want to do is make sure that these behind numbers are correct. You might have to reinsert the function. It's fine, super easy, and I know that you watching this video, you're really smart and you can do it. So that's that. Anyway, we've got the playoff points next. This is really straightforward. You just put them in. It's as easy as that. You don't have any functions for this. It's not worth it to add everybody's finishing position for the stages, because there's only two things that would come from that, and it's the stage wins and the playoff points. So it's dumb. Just add them yourself. Super easy. The starts, however, are pretty easy to do. This is where we're going back to the positional box score here. And this is a count A function. So basically what it's doing is counting all cells that have a value in them. So let's say you finish first at Daytona, second at the whatever, fourth, seventh, third, sixth. It's counting all of the times that it sees a number, any number, in here for the starts. So there's 6 starts that he has right now, because there's 6 races into the season, and that's pretty good. Now, let's say Jeff Gordon isn't able to make it at Pocono because he is totally lame and a loser. Basically, what's going to happen there, don't put a 0, because that's going to change stuff. Don't put a 0 there, because that changes how many starts he had. So he did not make a start at Pocono. Leave it blank. Leave it blank. Then he makes a start at Dega, and he finishes 5th, coming off of that super lame no-show at Pocono. Anyway, so he has 7 starts, and then that leads us to the average finish column. Average finish, really easy. It is taking all of these, all of the points, and of course it is wrong. AM, okay, it is taking all of the races, all of the finishing positions that Jeff has ever gotten, and adding them up, dividing by how many there are, and averaging them out. Really easy, really simple, something that a lot of people do themselves and do for every single driver every single week. That takes up way too much time. Do it this way. It's so much better. And again, don't put 0s, because, like, let's say Jeff doesn't go to Pocono. Watch his average finish as I add more 0s. Look at that. But he didn't start any of these races, and his average finish is gone all the way like that. So don't add 0s, because it wreaks havoc on all of the things. So don't do that. Anyway, wins is a count if, and it counts everything that has a number 1 next to it. So let's say he comes to Mid-Ohio and he wins. And Atlanta, he wins. So 2 in a row right there. Pretty good. Now his wins have gone up to 3. Simple as that. And then for the top 3s, guess what? It's the same exact count if function, except instead of counting every time there's a 1, it counts every time that there is a number that is less than 4. So 1, 2, and 3 are the only numbers that count there. He has 5 top 3s because of these wins. That's it. You can change this to top 5s pretty easily. All you have to do is change the little thing to be less than 1 more number than the number that you want it to count. So I have a top 3, so it's less than 4, because every number less than 4 is 1, 2, and 3 that I'll be using. So if you want it to be top 5, change this number to 6, and then obviously it'll change the function right there for you. So I have done a bad, and I've ignored my own instruction. That's fine. Change it up. Do it good. So that's about it for this document here. Again, I'm going to link this one, the points template, in the description below, so make sure you check it out. If you want to make a copy, again, that is File, Make a Copy, and then click OK after choosing whatever folder you want it to be. So that's pretty good. Thanks for watching. I don't really post all that much on YouTube. I know that there's going to be a little subscribe thing that comes up there, and a video. I think I'm going to suggest I made a little music compilation of some 2016 NASCAR moments that happened. It's a pretty cool video, so I'm going to link it, because I think that if you like NASCAR, you might like that video. Anyway, so go ahead and subscribe if you really want to. I might do a couple more tutorials. I don't know what on, though. So anyway, leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see me do next. And then, of course, I will have... Oh, I stream all of the league races on Twitch. So follow me on twitch.tv/team_Duke. That is where I stream all of the league races. And then see the points in action and stuff like that. So, anyway, thanks a lot. Ask any questions that you want in the comments, and I'll try to answer. And, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, folks. It's been a good little tutorial video here, and as always, truck yeah.